Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Do you wanna go where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. Colossal, we come these renegades in the ring, where the lost get found and we crown of the circus king. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. It's blinding, outshining, and it can let you know. Just surrender, 'cause you're coming and you wanna go where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, intoxicating you. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. It's everything you ever want, it's everything you ever need, and it's here right in front of you. This is where you wanna be. It's everything you ever want, it's everything you ever need, and it's here right in front of you. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. Where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. It's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down, and the walls can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. 'Cause everything you want is right in front of you, and you see the impossible is coming true, and the walls can't stop us now. Yeah.
Still standing for the arrival of the bride.
I met you in the dark, you lit me up, you made me feel as though I was enough. We danced the night away, we drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest, and you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you I think that you should get some rest. I know I loved you then, but I never sure. 'Cause I played it cool and I was scared of letting go. I know I needed you, but you never showed. And I wanna stay with you until we're grand old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. I wanna live with you, even when we're ghosts. 'Cause you're always there for me when I needed you most. I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in another house. So I wrote this song for you. Now everybody knows that it's just you and me until we're grand old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vicky and this is my colleague Jane, and we'd like to welcome you all here to Rosington Hall on this very special day for Ben and Anna. If everyone would please like to be seated. You're right. So we are all here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Benjamin Jeffrey Snee and Alison K. Piper. On behalf of Ben and Ali, I'd like to thank you all for coming here today to sharing the start of their new life together. I'm sure it means a great deal to both of them to have their family and friends with them and the start of their new time. Today, Ben and Ali will exchange vows which will unite them as husband and wife, and through these vows are making a commitment to each other for the rest of their lives. Ben and Ali, the marriage that you contract here today will enable you to share and follow your dreams together, side by side, supporting each other's weaknesses and celebrating each other's strengths. A good partner in a good marriage will show tolerance, consideration, be loving, caring and kind, but most importantly, be each other's best friend. For Ben and Ali, today's ceremony is a public declaration of the love that they have for one another. Each will promise to care for and support the other through all the changes, challenges, joys and sorrows that life may send them. If any person present knows of a lawful reason why they may not be married to one another today, I would ask that they please declare it now.
Keep quiet.
Before you are both joined in matrimony, it is my duty to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows of marriage you are about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. So Ben and Ali, do you both fully understand the nature of the commitment you are making today?
Yes.
Thank you very much, both of you. I'd now like to ask Joanne to come forward, please, to do her reading.
So, marriage by Anonymous. Marriage is about giving and taking, and forgiving and forsaking. It's about kissing and loving, and pushing and shoving, caring and sharing, and screaming and swearing. About being together, whatever the weather. About being driven to the end of your tether. It's about sweetness and kindness, and wisdom and blindness. It's about being strong when you're feeling quite weak. It's about saying nothing when you're dying to speak. It's about being wrong when you know you are right. It's about giving in before there's a fight. It's about you two living as cheaply as one. You can give us a call if you know how that's done. It's never heeding advice that's always well meant, and never counting the cost until it's all spent. And for you two today, it's just about to begin. And for all that you two have had to put in. Some days are filled with joy and some with sadness. It's too late for you two now, because marriage is madness.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Both of you to do the declaration that you're legally free to marry each other today. So if any of you could please repeat after me first. Thank you. I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I, Benjamin Jeffrey Snee, may not be joined in matrimony to Alison K. Piper. I do solemnly declare
that
I know not
of any lawful impediment
why I, Alison K. Piper, may not be joined in matrimony
to Benjamin Jeffrey Snee.
We have now reached the important part of the ceremony where the bride and groom will say to each other the words that form the contract of their marriage. So Ben, if I can ask you first. Do you, Benjamin Jeffrey Snee, take Alison K. Piper to be your lawful wedded wife, and do you promise to love, cherish and support her throughout your future life together?
I do.
Thank you, Ben. And if I can ask you, please. Do you, Alison K. Piper, take Benjamin Jeffrey Snee to be your lawful wedded husband, and do you promise to love, cherish and support him throughout your future life together?
I do.
We have now come to the exchange of rings, which is the traditional way of sealing the vows of marriage you've made today.
I'm sure they're still there.
So if you're alright just standing there, are you alright just standing there a second?
Yeah.
You're alright, so you just hold the ring up at the end of the list, please, Ben. And if you can repeat these words after me, please, Ben, when you're saying these words. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Benjamin Jeffrey Snee, do take thee, Alison K. Piper, to be my lawful wedded wife. And I give you this ring as a sign of my love and commitment, and a lasting reminder of the vows made between us today.
I'm really hot.
Give me some butter.
Slow down. Somewhere back down.
Next one down.
Spat on it.
Cut that out.
No bill then, say. Don Johnson.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan.
That's case.
Thank you. Just hold the ring on the end of Ben, please, and if you can repeat these words after me, and you say these words today. Thank you. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Alison K. Piper,
to witness that I, Alison K. Piper,
do take thee, Benjamin Jeffrey Snee,
do take thee, Benjamin Jeffrey Snee,
to be my lawful wedded
to be
husband,
my lawful wedded husband.
and I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my love and commitment,
as a sign of my love and commitment,
and a lasting reminder
and a lasting reminder
of the vows made between us today.
of the vows made between us today.
I'm sweating.
If you just want to say holding hands, thank you. Ben and Ali, you have now both made the declarations that are required by law. You have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your family and friends, and you have symbolised your marriage by the giving and receiving of rings. It now gives me the greatest of pleasure to pronounce you are lawfully joined together as husband and wife. Congratulations.
Let's get drunk. I'll put my heart up to my mouth. This year's been hard for us, no doubt. Let's raise a glass to a better one. Let all the things that we've overcome bring home to us, 'cause me and you, we can hold this out. Only you understand how I'm feeling now, yeah. And I know I can tell you anything. You won't judge, you're just listening, yeah. 'Cause you're the best thing that ever happened to me. 'Cause my darling, you and I take over the world, one step at a time, just you and I, just you and I. 'Cause you're the only one who brings light just like the sun, one step at a time, just you and I, just you and I. Let's get drunk, we'll reminisce about the days we were broke, not getting paid, and taking trips at that weekend when I would drive down to see her, and we would paint the town. Too many shots I'd be passing out, 'cause I could never keep up. Quad words, now I'm puking up, and I know I can tell you anything. You won't judge, you're just listening, yeah. 'Cause you're the best thing that ever happened to me. 'Cause my darling, you and I take over the world, one step at a time, just you and I, just you and I. 'Cause you're the only one who brings light just like the sun, one step at a time, just you and I, just you and I. I'm tired of chasing paper, staring at this screen. Been saving up for weeks now, just to get to you, my dear. And though you're far from my home, this ain't no weekend bar. You know my heart grows fonder, must be city love. 'Cause my darling, you and I take over the world, one step at a time, just you and I. 'Cause my darling, you and I take over the world, one step at a time, just you and I, just you and I. 'Cause you're the only one who brings light just like the sun, one step at a time, just you and I. Yeah, one step at a time, just you and I. Yeah, one step at a time, just you and I.
Sorry to interrupt, ladies and gents. If it's your first day, my boss has told me it's tradition that they make you give the first speech from us on a microphone. Great. And with water, because I'm at work. Thanks. That's pretty much my speech, but I guess from all of us to you guys, if you want to like cheers to the happy couple, and to the happy couple, cheers! Thanks, guys. Cheers. And there's just one other thing as well. Tonight I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world, sing with me, is turning inside out, yeah, floating around in ecstasy. Right, you can be loud for this, come on. Cause we're having a good time, having a good time.
The shooting star racing through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity.
What?
I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Diana. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping she. Right, everybody, clap your hands. Here we go.
It's why they call it the Fahrenheit. Traveling the speed, keep joining in. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you.
Hey, hey, hey.
Don't stop me now.
Yeah, we're having such a good sing.
We're having a ball.
I said,
don't stop me now.
If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. So
Beautiful.
yeah, we're having a good time.
Yeah, having a good time. Don't wanna stop at all.
Here we go. I am a rocket ship on my way to Mars, on a collision course. I am a satellite. I'm out of control. I'm a sex machine ready to reload.
Whoa.
Like another bomb. It's tucked firmly into my sock. Whoa, whoa, explode. I'm burning through this. I did not say stop clapping your hands. That's why they call me
It's
Mr.
time.
Fahrenheit.
Traveling at the speed of
I
light.
wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Hey, 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 clap your hands in the air where I can see your hands. Everybody, I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Good time, good
the
time.
groom on air guitar.
Go!
More, use your hair, really get into it.
Hang on. You're a married man now, that hand goes up here. Here we go, keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, your groom! Oh, I'm burning through the sky.
Sing it.
200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit.
Traveling the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Yeah, we're having such a good time. Sing it, help me. Don't stop me now if you wanna have a good time. Just give me a call.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
Whoa, having a good
One more
time.
time.
Yeah, having a good time. Don't wanna stop at all. Thank you very much.
Full of the show. Come on, Tom. Take it away, Mitch.
Yeah, right.
What?
Where is Tom?
Mr. Mitch Miller!
You're hilarious.
What is happening here? Something's going on that's not quite clear. Somebody turn on the lights. Ooh, it looks like everybody can party tonight. Oh, sing with me. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. That's good. Some of my friends came by from the neighborhood. You see people climbing the wall. Ooh, it looks like everybody can have a ball. Yeah, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Where's my dessert? Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Keep going. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Everybody air guitar.
Got this.
Come on. Yes, kids. You've got it. Big one on here. Here we go. Everybody starts to lose control if the music is right. Which is, if you see people hang around, don't be uptight. The only thing we wanna do tonight, and you know what we'll do, is go around and around and sing it upside down. Hands in the air, clap. Hey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. I mean, they'll literally do anything. I love these guys. Keep those hands clapping. Because we're going to take it all the way to chorus number 3. We'll take it back to verse number 1 of the sound. You see people climbing the wall. Ooh, it looks like everybody sing for me. Sing. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Can't hear. Oh, when we're dancing on the ceiling. When we're dancing on the ceiling. Perfect time for desserts. What a feeling. We don't know. When we're dancing on the ceiling. Right, clap those hands. Only another 3 minutes, 22 seconds of this song. You can do it, Tom. I'm a bit gentle. What's going on here? She'll sing it. That's for drinking from. But you hit the table. Oh, okay. Double that. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Sing. Oh, what a feeling. You ready? Here we go. When we're dancing on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling. Dancing on the ceiling. Oh, yeah, maybe not. That's very good. Put out there. Well done. Ceiling. Whoa, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling.
Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done to you.
I'll pass this mic around to the bride. Let's get some hands clapping. Get ready for your She's So Lovely. Sit back then. Here we go. I love the way she feels her clothes. She looks just like them built-in folk. I love the way she plays it cool. Are you ready? She is beautiful. 1, 2, 3. She's so lovely. 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 Yeah, go. She's pretty. She's got a pity. She's flirty to dirty, and nothing together truly dirty. I don't know how. Nice and loud. I don't know. I love the way she backs up. I love the way she says it. I love the way she makes me true. I think that she is beautiful. 1, 2, 3, sing. She's so lovely. 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 Yes, top table. She's so lovely. Good. A stunner. I wonder what she was never getting younger. Come see me discreetly. She said she's got a trick or treat to teach me. I don't know how to make it through this. Sounds like a rugby scrum. I don't know how to make it through this. I don't know how to make it through this. I don't know. You know it. Think that you are lovely. To the bride, everybody. You are lovely. I think that you are lovely. I think that you are lovely. Are you singing it to me? I think that I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how we'll make it through this. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how we'll make it through this. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how we'll make it through this. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how we'll make it through this. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know.
Give yourselves a round of applause. You don't need to eat your desserts yet. Come on, Tom, you come.
I'll stand here and sit, it's fine.
You'll know when the time's right. Just shout sex on fire.
Is it now? I've got no idea.
It's now. Do you know this one?
Lay where you lay. Don't make a sound. Who's here? Who's here? Is he gone? I'll be watching.
They know it. This is their favourite one.
They're watching all the commotion.
Which was
Ready
to rock.
It's got people talking. We're talking. Ready? 1, 2, 3, sing. Oh! Your sex is on fire.
Yeah, you really should be singing this song.
Don't really have any. Oh, verse 3, never mind. Back in the day.
Come on, even back here you can come.
I'm driving. I'm driving. Some lips are open. Cause of pain. Ooh, cause I am dying.
You ready?
I'm dying. 1, 2, 3. Sing. Your sex is on fire.
You can do it now, yeah.
And we're going to transpire.
Oh, there he is.
What's happening? That was not what's happening.
I don't know what's happening.
Are you going to sing this bit, huh? If I know word.
Make him up.
Didn't understand a word he just said to me.
If you don't words.
Yeah, hey, up, right, yeah. I was singing, sorry, here we go. The greatest, here we go. The greatest. 1, 2, 3, sing. What? Your sex is on fire. I feel like he was this song in his band, don't you? Yeah, here we go. Sing. No, your sex is on fire. Oh, right, okay, cool, sorry. Here we go. Hands up. Hope that didn't happen in real life. Your chips on fire. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, sing. Chip shot. Your chip shot's on fire.
Not sure why.
Let the fire off. We want to transpire.
Oh, well, give yourselves a round of applause. I'm not sure what the chip shot was about.
Don't wave it yet. Put it down. Go. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You feel like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're both just too good to be true. You can't take my eyes off of you. Hurry on the way way that he said, there's nothing else to compare. The thought of you leaves him weak. There are no words left to speak. Wonder if you feel like I feel. Get ready. Please let them know this is real, 'cause they're both just too good to be true. Ready? And we can't take our eyes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Come on, take a little back. Keep it down, you sing it. Nice and loud. All you to sing along at the top of your voices. Here we go. Everybody say, I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. So warm the lonely nights, I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, even louder. Oh, pretty baby, don't let me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you. Sit down on the rest. You're just too good to be true. Can't take our eyes off of you. You feel like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. And if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. They're both just too good to be true. Can't take our eyes off of you. Up on your feet, let's go. Here we go. Nice and loud. I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. To warm the lonely nights, I love you, baby. Can I hear you? Trust in me when I say, even louder. Don't let me down, I pray, oh pretty baby. Now that I found you, stay and let me love you. Trust in me when I say, big fish. You're both just too good to be true. Round of applause for the happy couple. Congratulations, thank you so much for having us. Enjoy the night. Get wrecked, televised. Thank you very much.
Now, because we're on overtime. I'm not singing it. I'm not singing it. Thomas Patrick.
Where to begin?
Yeah, baby.
I can't begin to know it.
Why is that so low?
Because it did.
When did it start?
Started in spring.
Then what?
Spring it became the summer.
Oh, that's why we're so low. Wrong octave.
Was going strong.
Good.
Hands. Now then. Touching hands. Reaching out.
Touching. Louder.
What? Everybody, sweet Caroline. Good times never feel so good. So good. Louder. I decline to believe they never would, but now right, you were pretty good, but I think there could be a lot more tromboning going on.
I agree.
Yeah, a lot more tromboning.
I agree.
Anybody in this room fancy being a bit louder? I'm just going to follow the videographer. I'm filming him, he's filming me. This is weird. Here we go, are you ready? Right, so when he gets to it, I want to hear all the bums you've ever done, okay?
Okay.
Doncaster, are you ready? Yeah, here we go.
I'm ready. We didn't even need to sing that yet.
Okay. Hold strong. Here we go, back to the beginning.
Nice and loud.
Hands. Touching hands. Touching hands. Reaching out. Now then, Jimmy. Touching you. Hashtag me too, here we Good times never seem so good. What's good? So good, so good. I feel to believe there never was, but now.
Oh, that was good though, that was good. Are you ready?
Everybody sing! Sweet Caroline, oh, oh, oh. Good times never feel so good. So good, so good, so good. All right. I'm inclined to believe they never were. All together, one more time. Sweet Caroline, oh, oh, oh. Yeah! That was beautiful. So good, so good. Sweet Caroline, oh, oh, oh. To believe they never would. Ladies and gentlemen, from me, Tom, and me, Mitch. Thank you very much. Good night, enjoy the night. Good luck with your speech. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I please present the father of the bride?
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately the microphone that belongs to the hotel's hit and miss, so I'm going to have to try and just speak up a bit.
Get your money back.
I think I know most of the people here, but for anybody that doesn't know me, I'm Terry Piper, and I'm the father of the lovely bride, Alison. It's good to see you all here today to celebrate the marriage of Alison and Ben. I must say Alison looks beautiful, but also Ben looks the part in all his finery, and they're both to be proud of.
Takes after his dad. You must be joking.
The weather's been reasonably kind, given the forecast. But whatever the weather, it's great that people have come from far and wide to be with Anne and Ben on their special day.
It's called Ali.
I always knew I would favourite.
What it is, Anne got married a few years ago and I've recycled the speech. And I forgot to tip X that bit out.
You chose that name when we were done. I can't believe it. We're swapping on, isn't it?
I'm up for that.
As tradition dictates, it's my job to get the speeches underway. And I promise I won't keep you long. Last week, Ali told me that I'd better get writing my speech for today. But as you get older, simple things like writing become a bit more difficult, as some of us know. And with the eyesight not what it used to be, and the hands shaking all the time, I mean,
I don't know what that means.
I'm going to write with this one. Julie, that was one of Gary's have thrown.
Not in.
So I decided to type it, as you'll see, and being as my typing rate's about 40 words a fortnight, it took me all week. As you get older, it comes at a cost, but you can always rely on your kids to tell you if they think your faculties or senses are failing. On the advice of the kids, I recently went to the doctors. And I said that my family thought that I was starting to have hearing problems. And he said, well, can you describe the symptoms? And I said, yeah, Marge has got blue hair up here. And Noma's a bit more fat one. Quite proved, I think. Can't blame Gary for that one, Jim. But while I was there, at least it was worthwhile going, because the doctor decided I'd got an underactive thyroid and an overactive knife and fork, as you can see. So anyway, how Ali getting married? Well, Ali had wedding ideas from quite a young age. And this is a true story, I must tell you this. When she was about 6 years old, we were at the caravan. We had a Hornsey near Bridlington. Now Bridlington's Gaelic for hypothermia, it's bloody cold. We're at the caravan and our Alison was telling us about a wedding plans. She decided that she would marry a boy in her class called Michael Beach, and that Michael would become a doctor. Is this true or not?
Yes, this is true.
Hashtag where's Michael?
Sorry, man. It's here.
Second best. You've still got to get married.
I told you I'm not getting married now. So Michael was going to become a doctor, and when asked about herself, Alison said she was going to become a nurse during the day, and at night she was going to be a stripper, but she was going to cheat and keep her bra on. Now, as you can imagine, we've always been really relieved that Alison never became a nurse. But she's done well in her career and she's managed to avoid the night shifts. As a child, Alison always had a big smile on her face, and I've noticed that smile several times today, and it's a joy to see. It really is. Someone asked me earlier if I got any advice for Ben, you know, bloke to bloke. Well, all I can say mate, is be careful arguing with women. Arguing with a woman, as the chaps know, is like being arrested by the police. What you say can and will be used against you. Seriously, I'm delighted Ben and Alison have tied the knot, and we're proud to accept Ben into our extended family. He's a smashing bloke and a real credit to Carol and Jeffy's parents.
Thank you.
I'm not going to keep on too long because of my throat. And the problem with my throat is I think Ben and Ali might strangle me if I stand up too long for dad jokes. But talking of dad jokes, Ali, did I tell you we're going to a deodorant party next weekend? Roll on Saturday. Same dad joke. I hope there's something better in Christmas crackers next year. I'll have to wait. Before I pass you over to the man of the moment, I'd just like to say I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the day and their evening. And it just leaves me to propose a toast to our bridegroom. So if you'll all stand, please. Raise your glasses to the groom. Cheers, Ben.
Right, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I don't want Alex to think I can actually go on for more than longer than a couple of minutes. So on behalf of me and my beautiful wife, we do have quite a number of thank yous to get through, so just sit tight and please keep awake. Firstly, I'm going to start by saying thank you to those of you that have travelled from around the country to be with us today. With family and friends come from Birmingham, Hull, Hereford and Huntingdon to share our special day. So if anyone in the room picks up any strange accents, just smile and be nice, we'll be going back tomorrow.
Robbing up.
So now I've thrown a couple of insults out, I'm going to carry on with the rest of my speech. So Terry and Von, I want to thank you both on behalf of Ali and myself for the support and generosity you've shown towards us, not only today but throughout our time being together.
Thank you, man.
We really appreciate it. But on behalf of me and Ian, wherever you are, we want to thank you on behalf of giving us the best time we've ever had on a golf course. I'm not going to get into it.
No,
But if anybody wants to ask Terry why, you've got to put the water out your head. on the golf course. He'll be at the bar later and you can ask him and he'll go through it all with you.
I shall still blush when you ask me.
I will, by the way. Since meeting Ali, I spent a lot of time at the bungalow, or the haunted bungalow should I say. For anyone that doesn't know, Ali's mum Shirley and their bungalow is apparently haunted. But since I've been spending a lot of time there, all these stories seem to have stopped because they knew I didn't like it. But now all of a sudden there's no more haunting, so anyway.
So for you.
The giant shit.
See on about him. You've still got to go for New York yet, mate.
No, I don't want to.
So the first time we went to the bungalow were after a drunken night out when we woke up to a knock on the door, on our bedroom door, and it was Shirley saying, does your friend want a cup of tea? I'm laid there with my big hairy foot stuck out of the bottom of the bed, so obviously she knew it just weren't a friend. Anyway, from that moment on I always felt welcomed at the bungalow, and I can't say thank you enough to you and Jeff. You were always welcome. Also, I want to thank you, Shirley. You've been by Ali's side throughout this wedding planning and you've been a great mother to her, so thank you. And Johnny. And Johnny, Ian, Joe, since meeting you all, you've been like big brothers and sisters and you've welcomed me into the family. We've had some great times, we've had some laughs, and there's plenty more starting with today, so thank you. I've also gained 5 young nieces, which I was unlucky enough to do, so thank you all for that. Very ill. No, I'm only joking, girls, I love you really, you know that. No, thank you. Mum, Dad, I don't even know where to begin with this. From as far back as I can remember, right up until now, you've looked after me, you've given me everything I ever wanted and built me into the man I am today. You've also given up your life to ensure I lived every young lad's dream and I was able to play football at all over the country at a very good standard, and for that I'll be forever grateful. Although I became fat and I never made it.
You mean you never met it?
Yeah,
He never made it.
I was shit really, I did.
Right, Lee,
You made a good bomb. Good.
Also, the generosity you've shown towards us over the years and just for today, we can't thank you enough for, so thank you very much. The relationship with Al from day one has been amazing. I'm sure she's going to make an amazing wife and a brilliant future daughter-in-law.
We've never liked her.
Also, can I just say, Mum, you're absolutely amazing. Dad, she does. Dad, it's just a shame you have to sit so close to me because you do look alright.
Alright, loser.
So while we're still with family and friends, it's not only Ali and myself that have family or friends that should have been here with us today. But other people in the room also should have had family with us here. So can we all raise a glass to absent family and friends?
Some friends.
Cheers. So before I go any further, can we please all raise a glass to the bridesmaids?
Are you trying to get me drunk?
And big ones. Can we raise another glass just to the little bridesmaids? I think.
I'm drunk now.
I honestly can't thank you all enough for everything you've done for Ali. Not only in the preparation for the wedding, but just within your friendships. Without you all, she'd be lost. You gave her the best weekend in Tenerife and you brought her here today looking absolutely amazing. I think you'll all agree at that as well. So I know just being within the same mile of Al when she's getting ready, it's quite hard work. She's hard work, yeah.
We're fine today.
And honestly, you all look absolutely amazing.
Cheers, pal.
Yeah, I'm Baker as well, and I'll be in room 10 later if anybody like pop up or whatever. So now, Can we all please raise a glass to my new wife, Alison?
Mrs Snee. The three of us now married.
I thought long and hard about where to start about talking about Alison, but I thought I can't really discuss our first encounters because I was probably only 14 playing trick or treat. I've made myself laugh here. So I thought long and hard about it, and I thought, well, let's skip a few years until I'm actually old enough. Anyway, so I'm down the pub playing pool with my mates. I'm probably 6 or 7 pints in. Next thing, somebody shouts across the pub, "Oi, you!" So I turned around and Al sat there with a glass of rosé in her hand. She says, "Do you walk that little white dog?" So obviously I said, "Yeah, I do, yeah." She went, "You look right gay." So obviously I thought, I'll do what every other good man does. Pissed up, I'll give some abuse back. So I just hurled a load of drunken abuse back at her. Anyway, it weren't until a few weeks later that we bumped into each other and we got off to a little bit of start. We began chatting and one thing led to another, and 7 years later down the line, I'm still mincing about with another little white dog. But it's his own this time, so she accepts it, don't it?
It's alright. It's even more mincy.
No, but honestly, from the moment we began chatting and seeing each other, it became apparent that our relationship was something a little more than I was used to. I was 18, I was seeing a 25-year-old. Any 18-year-old lads, they're going to keep hold of that, aren't they? Like, come on. You're not going to let it get away, are you? So, yeah, so anyway, together we've laughed, we've cried, we've had our ups and our downs, but we've still managed to find each other. You make me laugh, and there's never a dull moment when you're around, and you really are everything I ever wanted, and that's the reason I want to make it my life. Now I know you don't take compliments very well. You always have a go at me when I give a compliment, so. But you do look absolutely stunning. I think everybody agrees on that. Also, the planning and effort over the last 18 months that went into today has been immense, and without Al, there's no way on earth that today would have happened. You've done an incredible job. Also, can I just thank everybody at Rosington? You've done a great job as well.
Well done. 18 more. We're getting abused.
Now I'm on to my final thank you, and that's to the lads that came to Prague on my stag do. It's been a brilliant weekend. I've never laughed so much, my ribs actually hurt when I got home. Al thought I rubbed something else, I think, but anyway. And at the bar tonight, when there's dinner settled, there'll be 18 more, so for you of you that know what I'm on about, invite your friends, we'll make it 20, 21, 22, whatever you want to do.
36.
Anyway, the two lads that arranged my stag do, we made it happen, you did a cracking job, and I know how hard it is just to get a reply out of most of these, so getting all 19 of them to Prague, you did well. You also brought me back in one piece. We're broken.
Yes, thank you.
I was a mess. I didn't feel well, but you got me back. So,
We had his eyebrows.
the two lads I'm on about, I currently call my best men. In the next 10 minutes, I might have to rephrase that. So, it's these two lads on the end here, they're sat there, Duffy and Rogers. So, it's over to you, boys.
Hello. Let me get from in between this chair. Shut up, you. How are we doing? You all right? You all having a good day?
Yes.
Good, good. I'm Dan, and I'm Snee's best man today, and over the last few weeks, and it's been an honour to have him. Well, to make him look a fool. It's always a privilege. I would like to say how beautiful Alison looks, and all the bridesmaids, especially Becky. Just get some round. It's been an emotional day watching me best mate get married Even the cake's in tears.
Proper chuff for that, innit?
Oh dear. It's nice to see Jeff and Snee actually with a smile on their face this week, because on Wednesday the team let them down. But having said that, next season Snee's guaranteed to be a Sheffield United fan because he changes his team more than his pants. I've known Snee since we were about 5 years old, and to be fair, you do look quite well in a dress. I've never known it before, but Alison, I'd be worried. You might be in
I've
your
seen it
wardrobe.
before.
We had him dressed in all sorts, and we had him as a cheerleader, a sexy maid, and then we had to change it because he was getting too comfy in women's clothes. So he was a big daddy wrestler, and then we finished him off with a gay sailor. I'd like to talk a bit about Prague.
Please don't.
Unfortunately, because we had too many baby Guinnesses after every drink, I can't remember much. So we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it there. So I'll start with him being a child. He was a strange little boy. He seemed to have an obsession with turning his eyelids inside out. That seemed to be his party trick. He had an obsession with kissing worms. Every worm he saw he had to pick up and kiss. Until one got in his mouth, that is.
Now he's married one.
And now he's married a worm. But the worst of all, he had the most disgusting smelling bottom I've ever met in my life.
Got changed.
And I don't know what Jeff and Carol used to feed him, but he did once make me and my dog sick.
Really did. Dog.
So, speaking of smelly bums, we'll go to Celtic Manor. We went on a golf trip. There were about 40 of us there. And we went there having a few beers on his first day, then we got back, got changed, we went on night out in Newport. Was it Newport? And then we got back. Very drunk. I was unfortunately in a room with Snee, which I thought at first, yeah, sound, not a problem. So anyway, we got back, we went to sleep. I woke up in the middle at night. I say in the middle at night, just before his alarm went off. I woke up to a big brown stain that he was covered in. Turned out, in the middle at night, he'd pulled his pants down and done a number 2 on his bed. So, yes, as you can see, I woke up like peeling my eyes open, drunk, looking at that.
Said me messy.
It would a bit like, what's happened here? And then his first words to me when I woke him up and said, Snee, what you done? He says, oh shit on me eyes. But the thing about it, he didn't just do that. And credit to him, he didn't get nothing on his pants. What he managed to do, he got it on his bed and he's got his hand in it and he rubbed it all over his body and face.
That's you? Yeah. Why don't you sit down now? You're
Yeah, well done down there, cheers out. I remember the first time I met Alison. We were about 12 years old. We were trick-or-treating. And when we happened to knock on Alison's door, and then Snee did his little eyelid trick, and now we're here. It works. I'm only kidding. But anyway, if there's a few of you, I'm guessing, in this room that hasn't had the pleasure of listening to Alison sing. I knew this was coming. Well, we were in Cyprus one day, and she thought it was a good idea to put a ball in my drink, try to down it. So, when she were at the toilet, and she would been bragging all holiday how good she were at singing. So, it were open mic night where we were, in the hotel. So when she were at the toilet, I went up to entertainment staff, says, oh, we've got somebody with us who's very good at singing. She loves singing Ben by Michael Jackson. So she got called up by the entertainment staff. She looked at me, knowing straight away it was me that had stitched her up. And she got up. Fair play to you. Well, anyway, about 5 lines in, they cut the mic. Cut the mic and said something about noise pollution. So, what better time than now to finish a song? I couldn't do that to you. It hurt my ears enough. So anyway, I'd like you both to turn your chairs back to back. We've got a little game to play.
Is it the voice?
Oh, no. Take a shoe off each, well, both your shoes, and give one to the other.
Sorry, Ben, the Velcro.
So give one to Snee. Snee, you give one of your shoes to Al.
Size 15s.
Jesus Christ. What she knows. You ready?
Yeah.
First question. Who's the best driver? Snee. Come on, you don't even know your way around a motorway.
Get back on everyone.
Question 2. Who's the best looking? Question 3. Who said I love you first? Number 4. Who's the more romantic one? Got a soft touch, hasn't he? Number 5. Who's the most sexually adventurous?
I'm very good with me.
After that, I'd like to raise a toast to the new happily married couple.
Yeah. Well done, Bill. Fantastic. Last up, well done.
Congratulations, guys. It's alright, it's good. We've done it. Well done. Roger's now to be, come on. Congratulations. See you later. All I can say is, like, the bride and the bridesmaids look amazing today. It's been an honour being a best man, by the way, mate. I love it to bits, mate. I love you to bits as well. You're not looking right, but you're a bit bored, mate, alright?
If I look at you, I'll cry.
But as anyone does, you do a best man speech, you have a quick look on Google, you work it out a bit, you do a bit of research, and what I found out, that best man speech needs to last as long as the groom lasts in bed.
They've already done too much.
To Ben and Al. I've known Ben for a long while. When it first started, me shouting out my brother's windows, asking to Ben to be a friend, basically. And we're a kick master, you know, on elastic ball when you just kick.
Yeah.
That's where it come from, basically. I don't know where I've gone.
We're with you, Martin.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was his best decision or his worst decision, basically, saying yeah or no. He said yeah, thankfully for me, so I become a good friend. But I ended up seeing him as a cheerleader, a wrestler, a sailor. Probably not his best decision, what he's done. But thank you for letting me be your best man, mate. Where do I go from there? He's a vivid football fan, but I don't know where his loyalties lie.
Shut up.
Like, when we were young, you were a big Man United fan. I had a Man United bedroom, so I don't know if Jeff, like, I don't know if you would put that on, I don't.
He was a Man United fan then.
Never.
1 week.
He loved that.
Big Man United fan. And then he went to Barnsley. And then he had Tobatak earrings and Tobatak volley. I don't know where that come from. I'm hopefully, for Al's sake, that they never come again. And then we'll come to Sheffield United. I think this year that Al might convert you.
I think now we're Premier League.
No, because they're so lucky, and refs are always on the side and that. They're in Premier League.
Oh, we're so lucky.
I just don't know. You might get there. You might actually get there.
I'd sooner him divorce it.
But we've been to many places, me and you. Prague, Benidorm, Ibiza, a lot. But he's the only mate I know that can actually go on a holiday and start rubbing his eyebrow off. I don't know what's going on. For some reason I keep getting blamed for it, but you know me, I'm not that type of guy. I don't do it like that. I'm not that type of guy to stop shaving your eyebrow off. I don't do it. You know that. I'm not that guy.
He's not that guy.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy, Martin.
Just vigorously rubbing his eyebrow off. I don't know who does that. But Prague. What I do, and what I can say, he put a man of the match performance in, by the way. Me and Duckage chucked drinks at him all weekend, and he still drank him and he still said that. So I'm sure they would be chucking a Don Johnson about today. Well, ordering 18 more by paying by Czech Smith. But talking about Czech Smith. And supposedly you can the Worthy up bar as well, you can pay by him.
What's that? Czech Smith.
Have you seen Czech Smith? Thanks for listening to me babbling on anyway, by the way, lads. Thank you for everyone coming on, thank you for everyone coming on Stag Do. All I want to do is put a glass up to Alan Snee. Alan Snee!
There's a disco on in a bit, everybody get pissed. And right. Have a good night.
Everybody who's got one of these, get it down your throat.
Yeah. So this is it's gin, it's slow gin, Ben's dad, and Ben's mum have brewed it. Get it down there.
Cheers! Right, everybody!
Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I found is too good to be true. Standing here beside you, want so much to give you this love in my heart that I'm feeling for you.
Let them say we're crazy, I don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, baby, don't ever look back. Let the world around us just fall apart. Baby, we can make it if we're heart to heart. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Heidi and Lola are going to perform something really nice for us. Can we introduce them Rosington Hall style? A big round of applause, Lola and Heidi.
Hello and welcome to everybody here today.
Thank you.
Me and Lola have some things we may like to say. To celebrate the sneeze. Ali, yes, is a beautiful dress. Brand new Snee. Sex on fire. Make you go from night time. I'm the bad guy. Duh. Head down, cough down, living like a rock star. Spending a lot of money on my brand new guitar. Baby's gonna have a diamond ring to play the sports bar. Stranding down all day and with my Maserati sports car. Got no stress, I've been through all day.
Can we have 3 cheers? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Steady, Ollie.
Heaven fits in mine like it's made just for me. But bear this in mind, it was meant to be. And I'm joining up the dots with the freckles on your cheeks, and it all makes sense to me. I know you've never loved the crinkles by your eyes when you smile. You've never loved your stomach or your thighs, the dimples in your back at the bottom of your spine. But I love them endlessly. I won't let these little things slip out of my mind. But if I do, it's you, oh it's you, they add up to. I'm in love with you. And all these little things.
Oh yes, sing along. Come on everyone.
As soon as I wake up, every night, every day,
Here we go.
I know that it's you I need to take the blues away. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more. much without words. Bless you and bless me. Bless the bees and the birds. I've got to be near you every night, every day. I couldn't be happy any other way. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. Every night, every day, I know that it's you I need to take the blues away. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Again, all the small ones tell tall tales, walking home and squashing snails. Oh, what fun we had! Why did it really turn out bad? All I learned at school was how to bend, not break the rule. Oh, what fun
trousers, dirty shirt, pulling hair and eating dirt. Teacher comes to break it up, back of the end with a plastic cup. Oh, what fun we had, but did it really turn out bad? All I learned at school was how to not break the rule. Oh, what fun we had, but at that time it seemed so bad. Trying different ways to make the difference through the day.
Yellow diamonds in the light, and we're standing side by side as your shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. But I gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place. 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 Shine a light through an open door. Love and life, how we'll divide. Turn away 'cause I need you more. Feel the heartbeat in my mind. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. But I gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place. 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 Yellow diamonds in the light, and we're standing side by side as your shadow crosses mine. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless